everyone. Myself Dr. Hemakumar. In this session, I will be discussing about overview of C++, structure of C++ program. Overview of C++. C++ can be considered as an incremental version of C program, which consists all programming languages, constructs with newly added features of object-oriented programming concepts. C++ is structured oriented and object oriented programming language, which consists procedure oriented plus object oriented conceptual programming. The file extension of C++ program is .cpp. The function overloading and operator overloading are possible in this CPP. So variables can be declared in inline. That means whenever required, you can declare the variables. In C++, more emphasis is given on data rather than procedure. In C++, polymorphism, encapsulation, inheritance are possible, and also data abstraction properties is supported by C++. Data access is limited. It can be accessed by providing various visible modes both for data and member functions, thereby providing data security by data hiding. Dynamic binding is also supported in C++, and also C++ support all features of C language. Features of C++. C++ is the most primarily used language in competitive programs as far as facts go. Most of the extremely rated coders typically use C++ for cryptographics. C++ In C++, standard guided library is used. It helps as an extreme time saver for program who recognize C as a still writing course for some example programs. In C++ also has a operator overloading features. In C++, multi-inheritance feature is also available, and ability to modularize code, encapsulation, and polymorphism after all are used in a OOPS concept. OOPS concept, especially encapsulation, data abstract, polymorphism, inheritance, dynamic binding, message passing, etc., are the most important features of C++, which is making more powerful language. Basic structure of C programming. C++ programming. The C++ program is written using specific template structure. In the structure of program, first we use the documentation, then linking section will appear, then definition section, then global declaration sections, and function definition sections, and the main program functions will start last. Documentation section. This section comes first and is used to document the logic of the program that the programmer going to code. It can also be used to write for purpose of program. Whatever written in the documentation section is the comment and is not compiled by the compiler. Documentation section is optional since the programmer can execute without them. Then comes the linked section. In the linking section, there are two main parts. First one is header part, header files, and second is namespace. Header files. Generally, a program includes various programming elements like built-in functions, classes, keyword, constant, operators, etc. that are already defined in the standard C++ library. In order to use such predefined elements in a program, an appropriate header must be included in the program. Standard headers are specified in the program through the preprocessor directives like we write as #include. The IO stream header is used. For an example, we have shown here IO stream header is when the compiler processes the instruction #include iostream.h, it includes the contents of the streams in the program. This enables the programmer to use standard input, output, and error facilitate that are provided only through the standard streams defined in IO stream. The standard stream process data as a stream of characters, that is what is read and displayed in a continuous flow. The standard stream defined in iostream.h. Namespaced. A namespaced permit grouping of various entities like class, object, functions, and various C++ tokens, etc. under a single name. Any user can create separate namespace of its own and can use them in any other program. Namespace std contains the declaration of cout, cin, endline, etc. statements. Using namespace std, namespace can be accessed in a multiple ways as shown below. Using namespace std, using std colons cout. Definition section. In this definition section, use it to declare some constants and assign them some values. In this section, anyone can define your own data types using primitive data types. In hash define is a compiler directive which tells the compiler whenever the message is found to replace it with factorial of \n as an example. Type define integer. This statement tells the compiler that whenever you will encounter integer, replace it by int. And as you have declared integer as a data type, you cannot use it as an identifier. Next is global declaration section. Here the variables and the class definitions which are going to be used in the program are declared to make them global. The scope of the variable declared in this section lasts until the entire program terminates. Those variables are accessed within the user-defined functions also. Function declaration section. It contains all the functions which our main function needs. Usually this section contains the user-defined functions. This part of program can be written after the main function, but for this, write the function prototype in this section for the function which for you are going to write code after the main function. Then come the main functions. The main function tells the compiler where to start the execution of the program. The execution of the program starts within the main function. All the statements that are to be executed are written in the main function. The compiler executes all the instructions which are written in the curly brackets from the start and end, which enclose the body of the main function. Once all instructions from the main functions are executed, control comes out of the main function and the program terminates and no further execution occurs. Here we have shown some simple example program which is written in a C++. First we have written the documentation section, that is this is a C++ program to find the factorial of n number. The program will find the factorial of n number. So after the documentation we are going for linked section, that is hash include iostream.h. After the linking we are going to using namespace std, and then we are going to hash define a message as a factorial \n. Type define int as an integer. Global declaration, then we will go integer num equal to 0, fact equal to 1, and store factorial equal to 0. The num, fact, and store factorial are the variables of the integer type. Then integer factorial open bracket integer of num. So factorial is a function of the which returns the integer numbers and also carrying the parameters of integer of a num. So then open bracket for int I equal to 0 to I less than num I plus plus, open bracket fact equal to fact into I, which can be written like this. So then the return fact. This function will return the program factorial result of the factorial. Then main function will occur. The main function is also written as a integer main. So open bracket integer num equal to 5, store factorial equal to factorial of num. So we are calling the function. So that function name is factorial and passing the parameters of num, and the output will be stored in a store factorial. Then after that, cout, MSG we have declared that as factorial of n. So then after the message, we can write that count in num as a store factorial and return 0. So return 0 will return the 0 because we have written the integer. For this program, if you given the factorial of 5, it will give the 120 as its output. Like this, we will be writing the programs in a C program, C++ program. Thank you.